are willing to have any questions, make sure to also let us know. And we will also help you answer any questions if you have in Spanish. So feel free to also talk to us. Hello, everyone. Welcome here. We're very, very happy to be here at ENCO FOODS USA. So today, like I was saying previously, we're bringing you some new ideas for this upcoming season in Halloween. So most of the times, most of you tell me, what happens if I don't have a specific Halloween cookie cutter? I'm bringing you here some new ideas, so it doesn't matter if you don't have a regular Halloween cookie cutter. You can definitely just make up some new ideas with a regular heart shape or circular shape, okay? So today, for our circular shape, we will be designing this cookie, and we will have some free gifts for you, so remember to share this video and to also join us in our broadcast, how do you say?
Channel
Broadcast channel directly in our Instagram at Los VANILOS, okay? So this is what we will be creating today. And we have great news also here at ENCO FOODS USA family, because we will be having our pumpkin pie cutter for a limited time for sale in the United States. These cutters are still not, this is from our gourmet collection. This is our second collaboration with ENCO FOODS, but these have not yet arrived to the US. But for a limited time, pumpkin pie is available already for you to purchase directly in Amazon in the US, okay? So today we are bringing you this idea so that you can also use it and to have some fresh ideas on how to use it, okay? So before we move on, remember that we will be using, remember that ENCO has their meringue powder, which is amazing if you're really into having your own royal icing recipe. But today we will be using their royal icing mix, which basically the only thing that you need to add is water. And remember that in the reverse side of the package, you will find the instructions on the amount of water that you need to add and the amount of minutes that you need to beat our royal icing mix for you to have a stiff peak, okay? So before we start with our cookies, remember that we also have our Yummy Collection kit, and that for a limited time edition, we will be have right now our pumpkin pie cutter available in the US. So make sure to also purchase it while you can.
So you can find it individually.
Yes,
definitely.
individually you can find it right now in Amazon. We have already shared directly in our Instagram at Los VANILOS the link if you want to purchase it directly. So make sure to also grab it while it's available. Okay? So
Nice.
before we move on, I need to make some royal icing, and I wanted to show you how our pumpkin pie is going to make this beautiful color. Okay?
Wow.
Because this can be like a very lighter shade, and we will deepen the color by adding more drops to make it a deeper shade for our pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the greatest things that ENCO food gel cutters have is that with the cap, this side, we can just basically pop it, open it, and that way you won't have any stained fingers or hands, okay?
Or mouth.
Or mouth, or anything. So we will add one drop, and we will start mixing. Look how cute this color is. Most of the times to make pumpkins cutters, I usually try to make a mixture between orange and a little bit of ivory and a little bit of sometimes even brown to have these different shades. But look how cute. So this is like a very light shade. This is the one that I will be using for our circle shape.
Ooh.
And remember, we always need to first have our color, and then we add water to have our consistency.
All right. I have some greetings here.
Yes.
Iriana says, hello, Vanilos. Good morning.
Hi, welcome, Iri.
Lisa says, Vanilos. Hello.
Welcome.
Also, Neri Sanchez says, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Claudia says, I'm here.
Thank you for being here.
And
So-
Mini Delicia says, greetings from Veracruz.
Greetings all the way to Veracruz that we just recently went there. So before I move on, I want you to see how our gel texture doesn't really affect the humidity on our royal icing. I can still have a very stiff peak, which means this really helps us because some of the cutters are very liquidy. But with ENCO, you will not have that issue. I really recommend it highly. They are flavorless. It means that it doesn't matter the amount that you add. It will not have a bitter or maybe saltiness aftertaste. So you won't have that. It's amazing. So now I'm gonna be adding some water to it to make some medium consistency and then our flat consistency. Then we can move on with greetings.
Okay, so Berta co-watch says, "Hi VANILOS, good afternoon."
Good afternoon, welcome, thank you for being here.
And Laura says, "Hello, good morning."
Good morning.
Also, I have Astrid says, "Hello."
Hi Astrid. Okay, this is looking more medium. I like it. A little bit more. And I'm going to be outlining with a number 2 tip, or you can definitely also do it with a number 1 tip. So, I already have my piping bag here ready. I'm just going to take one amount. I put it in. This is our mini piping bags. Remember that we can also ship them worldwide.
And remember, we have some gifts for you today.
Yes, we have gifts for you, but you really need to help us by sharing this video. You help us a lot with that. And remember to also join us in our broadcast channel. That is in our Instagram at Los VANILOS. I'm going to keep adding water now to make a flat consistency. Remember, that's the one that we need to add the most amount of water. And that will depend on the community that you have in your area. So I always use a spraying bottle. This is just for you to calculate the amount of water that you're going to be adding. Because if you use maybe spoons or maybe directly from the bottle, you might end up with too much water in your consistency and they will end up being too flat. And you don't want that. You don't want to have issues with that. A little bit more.
Can I have your phone?
Yes, you may. Okay. Remember that this is a light shade of our pumpkin pie color. And remember that this you can already purchase directly in Amazon in the US, okay? Because in Mexico, you already have the gourmet kit and also individually. But in the States, it's the first time that it's for a limited time for purchase.
All right.
Okay, now I'm ready to put into my bag.
So the color won't be available like all the time, right?
No, right now it's for a limited time. They have not told us until when. But while it lasts, make sure to grab yours because you're going to love it for this coming season.
Yes, and that's one of the colors of our new gourmet collection.
Yes.
Right? The gourmet collection, it's not available in the US yet.
It's not available yet. Hopefully soon. But it's a great news that this pumpkin pie is already available for a limited time edition in the US. Okay. So let me just tie a little knot. And now, I'm missing more from other color. So remember, once again, I'm going to use the same exact color, but I want you to see how the amount of drops that we add are going to change the amount of color, like the intensity of our color. So now, I'm going to do 2 drops.
Berta says, hello from Nicaragua.
All the way to Nicaragua.
I love the yummy collection, colors, and also the gourmet collection. The color selection is perfect.
Yes, and another thing that I want to also highlight is that in both of our kits, either our yummy collection or our gourmet collection, all of the colors combine with each other. So if you feel a little bit lost with color schemes or color pantones to see which one really works, I tell you, if you just stick to each box, they will all blend with each other and they will like mix and match perfectly. Okay, so here, you can already see what a beautiful pumpkin shade. This is deeper than the one that we did previously. Can you see?
Yes.
This is lighter and this is a little bit higher in color. Still, I want this to be more saturated. But this can be already perfect to make some pumpkins. And one of the greatest things that I love about these shades is that you no longer need to do any color combinations. Because when you do need to make like a very high like production of cookies, when you need to be, mixing the amount of food gel color drops, it just becomes a little bit like, like a hassle, because it'll just take longer for you to make. But if you already have that perfect shape each time, you don't need to be worrying so much on losing time. So I'm gonna add 2 more drops. And look at, it doesn't really lose the shade. It's a really texture shade. Okay,
It's
that
very,
is another
very
important
thick.
thing. Okay, and now we will keep on mixing.
Okay, and I have a special greeting from Josue Pavia from Veracruz, who sent you,
Oh,
yes, who sent you some stars.
how are you? Thank you for sharing this video, and thank you for sending stars. We send you a big kiss all the way to Veracruz. Okay, and look, this is already deepening more and more in color. I'm still gonna add more to it. I want you to see what wonderful color, different shades you can achieve. So this is going to be for our heart. Look how beautiful. Okay.
Wow,
And
what a
one
beautiful
more.
color.
This is still gonna work okay. 3 more.
So I have a question here on Instagram.
Which is more, like a terracotta. Okay, this is what I want you to see. Terracotta is one of those colors that are very hard to achieve, but you only need to add a little bit more, and we already have this shade.
So you
This is
didn't,
how I'm going to use it.
you didn't add any other color,
No,
just the pumpkin pie.
just pumpkin pie. This is the one that I'm using. Different concentration will give you different shades. This is the exact same shade, just this was less saturated than this. And just in this consistency, I'm going to use it directly onto my cookie. And this is what I love. You see? It hasn't really changed much my consistency. So now I'm just going to put it into my piping bag with my tip. And sorry, were you going to say something?
Yes. Someone's asking, she have some colors near to the expiration date. Maybe I'm not sure if I'm translating it well, but she want to know for how long she can keep continue using the colors after the expiration time.
Usually after expiry date, they can give you up to more 6 months. But to be honest, they can just last longer. We just need to be careful that no bacteria or like cross-contamination has happened. Meaning if the top of your cap has already touched maybe like buttercream or maybe your cake
Whipped
batter.
cream.
Exactly, whipped cream. That will just start creating bacteria inside your food gel color, and that then it's not like the perfect way to use it. So just make sure that it doesn't have any is it mold? I think that's how it's called. And otherwise you will have more than up to 6 months to still use it.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay. And remember to keep them away from direct sunlight or like very high temperatures. I usually recommend like these darker areas, maybe like the pantry, are perfect areas where you can just keep them because it's more fresh, and that's where we can keep longer our food. Okay?
Nice.
Yes.
And
Can you come over in the meantime? Let's start decorating while you keep asking.
which says she just made 100 transfers of the pumpkin pie, and the color is amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Remember to tag us. We're very, very happy to also share what you create. You can either tag us at vanilcoutureshop.com or ENCO FOODS USA, because we're always happy to see what you create. So this is our pumpkin pie color, just in a lighter shade. I'm gonna bring my little, yes. And this is just a regular circular shape.
Okay, and I have more stars for you.
Ooh, thank you.
Sai Soraya sent you
There was a
10
bubble.
stars.
Thank you. Okay, once again, let's see if there are no more bubbles. Especially when we start. Sometimes our royalizing doesn't come all the way to the tip. Yes. And remember, every time that we're doing things that have curves, especially circles, we just need to make sure to be patient enough for a royalizing curl to just keep laying down. If you start, like dragging it, then it will start having like these very straight lines. Once we have outline, we will start flooding.
I also have greetings from Jalisco, and we are teaching classes there very soon.
We're soon going to Jalisco, Guadalajara, in a couple of weeks, actually. So one of our classes is already sold out. Another one is almost sold out. Baby Goose, if you're interested, also let us know. And the very basic on everything you need to know about royalizing. Our first date, we still have some spots available. So if you're interested, make sure to also send us a direct message, and we'll be very happy to help you out.
And if you are struggling with the royalizing consistencies and the recipe, we have a special class for that, right?
Yes, we have our online classes directly at vanilocouture.com. And we have from all the way from scratch, like when you know nothing, from the cookie dough, how to bake it, how to make it look perfect with no bubbles, and also my royalizing recipe, which I absolutely love. And you're going to also fall in love with ENCO's products.
Nice.
So we're almost done. And before I move on with my scribe tool, I just start popping some bubbles. And remember that afterwards I need to shiver like a little angry chihuahua.
A very angry chihuahua.
Yes.
Okay. What consistency is that?
So we outline with medium and we flood with flat consistency. Okay. Now, this will have a lot of transfers, but I think this already looks pretty good to me. And this is a very nice idea because you can definitely just use any circular cutter that you have. Once you have it, you bake them. And then the same day, you can also start making your ghost transfers that we will do afterwards. And that way, this will just become like a very fast to make production cookie for this coming season. Okay, so I'm taking it to my dehydrator. Remember that we need it to just start drying for a few minutes, and now we will go on to our heart shape. So this is just any idea for you to create these Halloween cutters, these Halloween shapes, even if you don't have a specific Halloween cookie cutter. I'm gonna bring some water.
And remember to share the live. You would help us a lot by sharing this video.
Sorry. Okay, so now let's flood our heart. We will use for this super black. You're going to love this food gel cutter. Remember that you can also find this directly in Amazon. And this will help you get this very, very deep, dark color.
Okay. Oh, we have more stars for you.
Sorry.
Fabsman says, "You are amazing teachers. I love you guys and just sent you some stars."
Thank you. Sorry, I'll do.
So you can buy yourself something cool. Sandra Blanco says, "Hello, VANILOS." Whoa. Okay. And can you tell us the consistency of the outlining?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry,
medium
guys.
Consistency.
Medium consistency.
Yes. Okay, the other side. When this happens, my little scrape tool.
The shame scrape tool.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't have a coffee yesterday. So let me wash my hands.
She just wake up
With a cough.
today with a cough. Yes.
I could do with a flu, but not with a cough. That's why I hate the cough. Okay.
Thank you, Vera, for sharing the video.
Okay. And I'm ready to flood now with my black flood consistency.
And Wendy, you can save your royal icing inside the fridge in an airtight container.
Yes. Look how smooth this color is. It's a very, very nice black shade. Specifically for this upcoming season where we use a lot of black. I highly recommend you to deepen your colors at night before.
Galleta Mia says she's working but watching us.
Thank you for being here. So slowly but surely, making sure I have the same height evenly onto my cookie. Just like that.
Wow.
You can cut a little bit more open. Okay, the other side.
And remember, we have gifts for you guys.
Yes.
The only thing you need to do by now is sharing the video. Okay? We will tell you later how to get the gifts we have for you today.
Okay. Now, I'm going to make like a very quick exercise because sometimes people don't really know how to avoid to have these like sinking errors. So, if I do this, quick and easy, I don't know if from the side you can see that this is already sunken.
Yes.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. This means for me, when you're trying to work very, very fast, you don't add too much pressure all evenly. So always make sure before putting to dry that what you flood is flooded evenly.
For those who are working, please tell us, what are you working on?
Okay. Once I have this, if I see like a very big bubble, this is the moment where I just pop them. There we go. And now I'm ready to put it to dry. These are very fast to make. And now let's go with the details. Okay, so for the details, we have some gifts for you guys. Like Willie was telling you, the only thing you need to do is help us share this video. And we also invite you to join our broadcast channel in our Instagram at Los VANILOS. Okay? So we will be gifting you these two transfer sheets.
Nice.
To create these upcoming Halloween cookies. So we have this one that is for ghosts, and we have a second one where we have the spider web and some spiders that we will put on top. These are more cartoony spiders. Remember that we have a different version also directly in our shop, and we sell digital files, okay? Okay, let's start then with our ghosts, okay?
We have 3 different shapes of the ghost.
Yes.
On that
so
transfer
they're
sheet.
all looking in different sides. These are just looking like front to the front. One's going to the right and the other one is going to the left. So this will just give me like a more fun experience when we will add this to our cookie. So they look like they're flying, you know, and in different movements, and it will just give it like a more fun effect. So this will be for my spider web, and let's do this for our ghost.
So who wants the transfer sheets? We have two ready to go.
A little bit of Crisco. Acetate sheet. You can definitely do a whole acetate sheet directly. But I'm just working here with a small detail. So I start with this one. I'm going to use white, okay? White in medium consistency.
That's important. That's a very good question. You know, the consistency you use for the transfers.
And specifically for these ghosts, I'm going to use a 1.5 PME, okay? I really
What's
want
that?
like a small hole. That way it's going to be more accurate, the little curves that they have, like a little skirt on the bottom side. Yes.
Greetings from Houston, Texas.
Greetings all the way to Houston. So I start by outlining. Okay, and once I have this, I start with my little skirt, like making.
I have a question. I am Almkibist is asking, what's the name of the paste you use for that for those figures?
The paste?
Yeah, you know the realizing. Could you explain us what it is?
Yes. Let me show you just in a second before this dries. Because remember that I'm using a medium consistency, and if I don't shiver like a chihuahua, this will not blend smoothly. Okay? Okay. So this is what we're using. This is ENCO's realizing mix. And the only thing you need is a powder. It already has a vanilla flavor. And on the reverse side of the package, you will find the instructions that the only thing you need to add is water, the amount of minutes that you need to whip to get a stiff, a medium, or flat consistency. We also have a video directly on our YouTube on how to also elaborate this mix. It's just with a previous packaging, but it's the same product. And we can show you there the different consistency, you know, in video if you're a little bit more visual, okay? So it's this one.
Okay. So that's the product.
Yes.
And you only need to add water.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Shortening is Crisco.
Yes.
So Lily added Crisco on
Yes.
the acetate.
This will help us just slide it off, even if it's not fully dry, okay? Now, let's do another one. And then we'll go to the other looking ghosts, other shapes. I think the most important thing is for you not to lose this little curvy skirt. We start by making the teardrops. Yes. Once I have my 3 teardrops, it's just a matter of flooding it.
Could
I
you?
want you to see this. If I don't move it, that's how it's going to stay. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing will happen. It will not smooth evenly. But if I just take my scribe tool and I start shivering it, you see how it starts smoothing? That's
Wow.
exactly what I try to do. Sorry, were you gonna ask something?
Yes, I forgot.
You forgot. Sorry.
So yeah, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some people that do like this to. Oh, let me show you. Do like this
Yes.
in order the realizing to get
Become
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
I just find that's too risky because sometimes our cookies may break. So that's exactly what I'm doing with my scribe tool. I'm trying to avoid having to break my cookie in order to get it smooth. I don't need to touch my cookie as much. That's another thing that I like about my turntables, that the thing that I'm always touching or moving around is my turntable instead of my cookie. So first side. And let's do the other side. Sorry.
Mm. So if you have some, how do you call it, like home remedies for the cough?
Yes, I would be deeply appreciate any tips on how to avoid coughing. Besides teas and honey. That's what I've been trying to take since yesterday. Okay. So same thing.
Or herbal remedies for the cough?
Yes, I would deeply appreciate all of your recommendations. Okay. So this is exactly what I'm looking with these little teardrop shapes. Touched it. And now this I'm bringing to dry. We're still missing 2 more transfers. Our spider webs and our spiders.
Cool. Nice looking ghost. Did I said these greetings from El Salvador?
I don't know, but we're happy to be in El Salvador. We're also ENCO has already arrived to Chile. So if you're watching from Chile, that's another great news. Spider webs. So for spider web, I really like my 1.5 tip. However, I just find that this will just become too fragile. So for this, I will recommend you to switch to a number 1 tip, which you will find is just a little bit thicker. And this is just harder for it to break. That's the only reason why I'm changing tips. I also add a little bit of Crisco onto my acetate sheet. I put on top of my spider web. All of these are already in the exact measurement for our cookie cutters. And let's do this one. So for our spider web, the most important thing will be all of our lines have to touch with each other. That way they will not break easily. So I'm going to start from the middle part. Okay, the bubble there, I rather stop. Did I need somewhere? There we go. Okay, next.
Wow.
I touch a little bit and come down. Next.
Don't you think it's very fragile, that shape?
But it's going to be beautiful.
Okay.
You can also do it just directly onto your cookie, and that way it will not be as fragile. But I just find it gives like a new look. They all need to touch each other, and I do it all the way from beginning till the end for it to just glue. If I wait for it to dry, it will be harder for this to stick.
And remember, we have these transfer sheets for you to...
for gifting you.
For gifting you, yes. The only thing you need to do is sharing the live, and that's it. We will tell you in a while how to get them.
Yes. Okay. And
Wow.
one by one. Remember, they all need to touch each other. If your royal icing is too stiff, meaning you only want to do it with a stiff consistency, what will happen is that it will just easily break.
Mm-hmm.
It still needs to have a little bit more of humidity for this to just glue faster. And once I have this, I'm going to slide it carefully in my piece of paper. And I'll bring it like this onto my dehydrator. Okay.
Wow.
Remember that I switched onto a number 1 tip. Now it's time for our spider. Let's do our last transfer. For these, I need to have on the side some golden glitter. We're using our like pump. And
A spider made out of gold. Gold, sorry.
I want it to look glamorous.
Nice.
Okay. I am using my medium consistency. So,
What tip did you use for the spider web?
number 1 tip.
All right. Number 1 tip.
First, now I do a second one.
Very cute.
Remember that volume will help us have like this 3D effect popping out of our cookie. There we go. And now before it dries, we will insert our tip and from the inside of the body, I will bring out the feet. Feet. So, first one, this is pressure piping. Try to make them fat. Meaning try to fill exactly where the transfer sheet area is. Okay, we have one. Now I'm going to switch over. Let's see if you can see a little bit better from there. Okay. All with the same pressure coming from the inside. With this, I just guarantee for this to completely pop off. And before it dries, we will put some golden glitter on top.
You don't need to add anything in order for the glitter to
it will
get...
definitely just stick as long as my real icing is still fresh. If I forgot and my real icing has already dried, then it won't stick, and then I definitely need to add either some like fondant glue to add it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's bring our pre-made transfers.
That spider start looking kind of creepy already.
Okay, let's do our heart first.
Greetings, Vanilos. Tammy Cookie is here.
Hi, welcome, Tammy. So, for our heart, we're going to do golden specks on it. I'm gonna use some parchment paper just for me not to end up
All covered in
gold.
in gold.
Okay, let me put this to the side. I'll bring it over here. I'm going to use some lemon extract. ENCO has this lemon extract, which will work perfectly for our highlighter. And let me bring my highlighter. Where is it?
Greetings from Cipolite.
Hi, all the way to Cipolite. Okay, so I am taking some gold highlighter here. You can use your favorite one. ENCO's cap is just too big, in my opinion, for what I'm going to use. So what I do with the lemon is I have a little drop. How do you say drop?
I don't know. Bottle?
Like dosifier. And I'm going to just bring some drops to it. And with my paintbrush, I'm going to mix. Yes. I find that I can still add a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Is it thick?
Yes, because I found it just a little bit too thick. Yeah, that makes better. Sometimes you can still see like some not dissolved grainy texture. That means you still need to add a little bit more of lemon extra. So this is ENCOs, okay? Remember they have different flavorings as well. And now, what I'm going to do is, if you don't want to end up with all of your fingers covered in gold, I usually have some very, very dark bristle paintbrush for this. But right now I'm using a liner, and what I'm going to do is to just paint onto my fork. And that way you will just create either big specks or lighter specks onto my cookie. And you can just see if you want more or less.
Beautiful.
I think it's a very nice, cool effect. And you only need, there we go.
Wow.
Some black.
So
background,
cool.
Okay? And that way you won't have all of your fingers covered in highlighter. Now, after this, let's do a second layer we need, which is our pumpkin pie with what beautiful color. Remember, these are just the same, but just one with gel color. So.
And remember that you can find the pumpkin pie color already on Amazon in the US.
Yay!
Okay? So if you are in the US, go for your, don't forget to buy and purchase your pumpkin pie color, because it's beautiful and it's only for limited time.
Now, I'm going to go all the way around, like outlining on top.
Greetings from Canada. Great tip using the fork.
This would just be like, oh, perfect outlining on top. But I know most of you guys, when you're starting or when we are all starting, they are not as perfect our outline. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on top, try not to be as perfect, trying to leave some space in between, just to make this effect of texture on top.
Wow. And let me know in the comments who wants these transfer sheets. Look, these beautiful transfer sheets. Let me know in the comments if you want them.
The amount of times you want to just go over will just depend on you. But I just find like it's just like I think 3 to 4 times is just perfect, okay? So I'm going to put this to dry for a few more minutes just for my freshly piped regular icing to already have a crust. And then we'll go on to our ghosts.
Toronto's here.
For our ghosts.
Who wants the transfer sheets? Let me know in the comments.
Yes. So I have some little pre-made ghosts. Okay. Before taking them out, popping them out of our acetate sheet, we're going to put our expression, meaning eyes, mouth. So for these, I open a very, very tiny opening in my piping tip just to make these very small details.
Wow.
Sometimes if I use even a number 1.5 tip or a number 1, it's going to be too big. So we want very, very tiny areas. I'm going to start by
Look at that. Beautiful.
slowly. Then I'll take my non-toxic pen. If you have edible pen, you can definitely do so.
Can I use wax paper for the transfers? To make the transfers?
You may. For these ones, I don't think you will have an issue. But the bigger you want to do your transfers, you might have a problem because the wax paper will start warping. That's the word. Warping and having like some indentations. And then you want to have the exact perfect flat area. No.
Akasha says, the piping bags you sell on La Tiendita Pastelera are the best.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy to hear that. I'm also in love with them. Some are a little bit more angry, others are very happy. You can do different expressions on them, and this will also help on the personality of our cookie.
Look at those cuties.
Very angry one. Let's do one over here. So let me put my eyes. Yes. All right. Then eyebrows. This will be the frowny one.
Can I have an angry but with a smile
Yes.
ghost?
Yes,
So cute.
yeah.
That's me.
Another smiley one. And this side I was missing a one. Okay. Now, once we have these ready, these you can definitely work way in advance, meaning even a month before what you have to give. That way you only need to work on your fresh cookies the same week that you're going to give them to your customers. And now, what we need to do is just keep gluing them.
I love them.
So very carefully, I'm going to... Okay, no, this one. Let's do the two little angry ones. With a little bit of... I always try to glue with the same color that I flooded with.
Could you tell us the reason for that?
Yes. Because if I add too much, by any means, I just push too hard and they come out, like something comes out of it, then it will not be as obvious to clean my mistake, you know? Let me do this with, like what I was saying. I'm gonna put this two to the border. So what I was trying to tell you is, when I push this, you see?
Yes.
This will not look clean. And if I wanted to glue it with some black, this will just become too obvious.
Yeah.
So with this, I can still have some time with my scrap tool to clean the sides and to make it look more professional without it looking dirty. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Now some little ones here.
And okay, VANILOS, have you shared the video? Don't forget to share it, please.
Okay.
We are almost done.
Yes. This little one. This one as well. That one is on the middle side.
I love them.
And another happy one, because these were not so happy as the other.
Those are lovely.
And one last one. Okay, let's do the angry one. Yes. And in between, if you want, what I did is added a small little dots in white, realize.
Why is this light in English? Someone's asking.
So we are directly doing our live at ENCO Foods USA. So this is for our ENCO's family that live in the US, in Canada, and worldwide that don't speak Spanish. So we want them to know all of ENCO's wonderful products and to also inspire them. That's why.
We have one English live every month for those English speakers.
And the other one is already directly in ENCO MX, which is in Mexico.
And for Latin American
Yes.
bakers.
Okay. So first cookie is ready. I'm gonna put it to
Wow.
the side. It's
Wow,
very
wow.
Nice finish. And let's do our second cookie.
Remember, you can find for a limited time the pumpkin pie on Amazon in the US. I'm not sure if it's available in Canada, but you can take a look on Amazon.
Yes.
And it is for a limited time, okay?
So first one.
And so we can practice our English.
Yes.
Okay, for those who Spanish speakers, can you tell me in the comments the three royalizing consistencies in English?
Okay.
I wanna know who's paying attention.
Very, very carefully. This is the most delicate one of all. I start by bending just the sides where the tips are
Wow.
of my lines.
Jeez.
This is just a matter of patience. So first start bending just the tips. Once I see that most of my tips are already,
Oh.
now I start bending a little bit more towards the inside. You will hear it like start, not cracking, but how it starts, coming off. And right there. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, there we go. So now, very carefully, put this to the side. Let me use some black. Oh, I can do this one a little smaller. I don't speak while I do this. And I'm going to do, first, let's present this.
Okay, Tammy says medium, light, and firm consistencies. Is it okay?
Medium, light, no. The light is not.
Karina says soft, medium, and hard. Is it okay?
The soft is the one that we're not getting the word.
Okay, Berta says flooding, outlining, and stiff. Is it okay?
She got a good one, but the second one was wrong.
Okay. I have another one. Medium. I'm a cubist. Says medium, smooth, and firm consistency. No. This is so fun.
Very, very careful. I could also add a little bit on these points, just at the area where this will sit. Okay. And now. There we go. Yes. If I want this, I can just type a little bit higher here for this not to, yeah. There, and a little bit on top of this.
Wow.
These are definitely like just to put directly in your home, in your plate, or in a cookie box, okay? Because this you cannot bag definitely. If you want to bag this idea, then you have to pipe directly the white onto the black area. That way it will just sit on top and that way it will not break. And last but not least,
Lisa says, medium, folding, and firm.
no, the folding one is not the one.
I think
But
there's
almost,
a typo there.
Almost. This will go right over here in the middle.
We're almost with the names.
I
Almost
try
there.
not to push too hard because then I can break my transfer. Okay?
Okay.
This I think I'm going to break a little bit. There we go. Just for it not to be too high. And we are ready with 2 spooky Halloween cookies.
Wow.
With a regular circular or heart shape. Using only super black and pumpkin pie colors.
Wow, cool. Okay, guys. So it's time for you to vote for your favorite cookie. Okay, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Okay, we have the number 1, the spider web heart. Let me show you. This is the first cookie.
Yes.
Look at that with the golden spider.
A very expensive spider.
Yeah. And the second cookie we have here is the pumpkin pie, ghost pumpkin pie, let's call it. Okay? Look at those cute ghosts.
So there's no excuse for you not to make any Halloween cookies for this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay.
And remember, have you already helped us by sharing this video?
No.
Help us share this video.
Okay.
We're gifting you our transfer sheets to create both of these ideas.
All right. Okay. And remember, we only used the pumpkin pie color, which is for a limited time on Amazon in the US.
Exactly.
Okay? And the super black.
Remember that if you are in Mexico and some other places in South America, you can find this either individually or in our gourmet collection kit.
The gourmet collection kit is not available in the US.
In the US yet, exactly.
Okay.
The only color that is available right now for a limited time edition is pumpkin pie. So make sure to grab yours before it ends.
Mm-hmm. And look at the color. What? It's beautiful. Okay, consistencies. We have here the firm, medium, and flat.
I think firm could kind of work. But start with an S.
S. All right. Jeez.
Have we already got a winner?
Hard, medium, and fluid.
No. Almost.
I think the spider web can break only by breathing.
Yes, it's the most fragile one, but it's worth it. I think it gives also this wow effect, like, oh my God, it's sugar.
Stiff, medium, and flat.
Yay!
Yay! Elizabeth Guzman!
Yes, we got stiff, medium, and flat consistency. Yes, that's right.
Okay, number 1, number 2, spider, ghost, cookie. The 2 of them. Two. Wow. 1, stiff,
Number
medium,
2
and
is
flat.
ghost.
Number 2 is ghost.
Okay.
Yeah. Share the video.
Thank you.
Whoa. Ghost pumpkin pie cookie.
Okay.
Congratulations. Number 2, ghost cookie. Thank you for the class.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have a winner.
Yes.
Oh, it's...
We can clearly see it.
Okay. All right. Let's go. And
Okay.
you can tell us how to get the transfer sheets, right?
Okay. So, first of all, thank you for joining us today. We already have our cookie winner today. Remember that we use ENCO FOODS products that you already can find directly in Amazon. And also, you can also ask for any distributors near you in the US and Canada. Now, before we move on to our winner, we're gifting you 2 transfer sheets for you to replicate these ideas, these cookie ideas, okay?
Okay.
So the only thing you need to do is first you help us a lot by sharing this video. And once you have shared this video, once we have finished this live, we're going to make a post in our Vanille Couture Facebook, okay? And the only thing you need to do is to type the magic word, boo, Okay? As if we're a little ghost telling you boo, that's the word that you need to type in order to get these 2 transfer sheets. And if you have already joined our broadcast channel directly at Los Vanilos, Instagram arroba, then you can also find there our 2 transfer sheets, okay?
Okay, so another thing we need to tell you. We have a new Facebook group.
Yes.
Can
I can't remember the name right now, but we can definitely let them know in our broadcast channel. We can let them know the name, so you can also join, because we will be sharing some tutorials. You can share your work there, and we're also very, very excited to see all of your wonderful creations.
All right, nice.
Okay, so
good job.
Today's winner for these cookies are our little pumpkin pie. Okay, so this is our winner today. Remember that we're gifting you these transfer sheets in our broadcast channel directly at Los Vanilos, and also in our Facebook, Vanille Couture's Facebook, by typing the word boo, okay, with double O, okay? So thank you very much for joining us today. Tomorrow we have our class in our subscription that is going to be from the K-pop Demon Hunters. I think those cookies are going to be wonderful. And the day after, on Wednesday, we're going to be having a live of Muppets con de Dracula, Count Dracula, on Wednesday on La Tiendita Pastelera MX or vanillecultureshop.com. So make sure to join us. And thank you very much for joining us in this ENCO Foods Live. Remember to share also this video and to also give them a like. That way we can keep creating new things for you guys.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys. Bye.